The reinforcement theory of motivation. Understanding behavior through rewards and punishments. Motivation is a complex and multifaceted concept that has long fascinated psychologists, scholars, and individuals seeking to understand why people do what they do. One prominent theory that sheds light on motivation is the reinforcement theory. Developed by behaviorist psychologists, this theory posits that people's behavior is strongly influenced by the consequences it produces, whether those consequences are rewards or punishments. In this comprehensive 3,000-word exploration, we will delve into the reinforcement theory of motivation, examining its historical context, key principles, real-world applications, and its relevance in understanding human behavior. Chapter 1: The historical context of reinforcement theory. 1.1 The behaviorist movement. The reinforcement theory of motivation emerged during the heyday of behaviorism in the early to mid-20th century. Behaviorism was a school of psychology that focused on observable behaviors as the primary subject of study, eschewing the exploration of internal mental processes. Prominent behaviorists like Ivan Pavlov, John B. Watson, and B. F. Skinner played crucial roles in shaping the theory. Pavlov's experiments with classical conditioning, Watson's emphasis on environmental factors and behavior, and Skinner's work on operant conditioning laid the groundwork for the development of reinforcement theory. 1.2 Shift from internal to external factors. One of the significant shifts brought about by behaviorism was the emphasis on external factors, specifically, the role of the environment in shaping behavior. Unlike previous psychological theories that often delved into the intricacies of cognition and emotion, behaviorism focused on what could be directly observed and measured. This shift led to a more objective and experimental approach to understanding human behavior, with an emphasis on the effects of consequences, rewards, and punishments. Chapter 2: Key principles of reinforcement theory. 2.1 Operant conditioning. At the core of the reinforcement theory is the concept of operant conditioning, which was extensively developed by B. F. Skinner. Operant conditioning is a type of learning in which behavior is modified by its consequences. In operant conditioning, behaviors that are followed by rewards, positive reinforcement, are more likely to be repeated, while behaviors followed by punishments, negative reinforcement, are less likely to occur in the future. This fundamental principle forms the foundation of the reinforcement theory. 2.2 Reinforcement schedules. Reinforcement theory also explores different schedules of reinforcement that can influence the strength and persistence of behaviors. These schedules include continuous reinforcement. Every instance of the desired behavior is rewarded. Fixed ratio reinforcement. Rewards are given after a fixed number of responses. Variable ratio reinforcement. Rewards are given after a variable number of responses. Fixed interval reinforcement. Rewards are given after a fixed amount of time has passed since the last reward. Variable interval reinforcement. Rewards are given after a variable amount of time has passed since the last reward. Understanding these schedules helps in designing effective strategies for reinforcing or modifying behavior. Chapter 3: Real-world applications of reinforcement theory. 3.1 Workplace motivation. Reinforcement theory has practical applications in the workplace. Employers use a variety of reinforcement strategies to motivate employees. For example, a sales team might receive bonuses for achieving certain sales targets, positive reinforcement, while a manufacturing team might face increased production quotas if they consistently fall behind, negative reinforcement. Managers often use performance evaluations, promotions, and recognition as tools for reinforcing desired behaviors and achieving organizational goals. 3.2 Education and learning. In the field of education, reinforcement theory plays a significant role in shaping classroom behavior and enhancing learning outcomes. Teachers use positive reinforcement, such as praise or rewards, to encourage students to participate in class, complete assignments, and excel academically. Conversely, negative reinforcement can involve the removal of undesirable consequences, like reducing homework for good behavior, to motivate students to behave in certain ways. Chapter 4: Limitations and Critiques of Reinforcement Theory. 4.1 Overemphasis on external factors. One common critique of the reinforcement theory is its exclusive focus on external factors and the neglect of internal cognitive processes. Critics argue that this approach oversimplifies human motivation, as it disregards the role of personal goals, values, and intrinsic motivation. While the theory effectively explains many aspects of behavior, it may fall short in accounting for complex, multifaceted behaviors driven by internal factors. 4.2 Ethical concerns. Another concern raised about reinforcement theory relates to ethical considerations. Some critics argue that the use of punishment as a means of behavior modification can raise ethical dilemmas, particularly when it involves punitive measures that may harm individuals or have unintended consequences. Ethical concerns also extend to the potential for manipulation when external rewards are used to influence behavior without considering individuals' well-being and autonomy. Chapter 5: Contemporary Relevance and Integration. 5.1 Integration with other theories. Modern psychology recognizes that motivation is a multifaceted phenomenon influenced by a variety of factors. While the reinforcement theory remains relevant, contemporary approaches often integrate it with other theories, such as self-determination theory, which emphasizes the role of intrinsic motivation and autonomy. By combining insights from different theories, researchers and practitioners can gain a more comprehensive understanding of motivation and develop more effective strategies for behavior change. 5.2 Technology and Gamification. In the digital age, technology has introduced new opportunities for applying reinforcement theory. Apps, games, and online platforms often employ gamification techniques to motivate users. Points, badges, and rewards are used to reinforce desired behaviors, such as physical activity, learning, or engagement with a product or service. This application of reinforcement theory and technology underscores its ongoing relevance in shaping human behavior in contemporary contexts. The reinforcement theory of motivation, born from the behaviorist tradition, continues to offer valuable insights into the factors that drive human behavior. Its focus on the consequences of actions, whether through rewards or punishments, provides a practical framework for understanding and influencing behavior in various domains, from the workplace to education. While the theory has faced critiques and limitations, it remains a valuable tool for understanding the external factors that shape behavior. When used ethically and in conjunction with other motivational theories, the principles of reinforcement can contribute to more effective strategies for motivation and behavior change in an ever-evolving world.